I'm Oliver Odell, I'm Chief Executive of HWBIDCo. HWBIDCo is an independent company, we're a not-for-profit. We are run by the businesses in the town centre and we're basically here to make the town centre work as well as it can do. Frogfest was a little bit of a dream and a little bit of a challenge, I suppose, thrown up by the businesses and a lot of the independents and the kind of creators in the town centre. They wanted to see something creative, they wanted to see something that was fun for families and something that had a kind of music and cultural element and something different, something to bring people into the town centre and to get them to look at it in a different light.
A festival in High Wycombe is something that we've all wanted to do for a very, very long time. I have notebooks dating back from 1999 when we were planning something on the Rye. It's been very hard to do up until now, but with the backing of the HWBIDCo company, it's finally come to fruition.
The town's challenging. It has one big space that lends itself to holding events. It was chosen really because it has that space and it has that openness and you can fit a lot of people in there. But there's also a drive to try and change that area of town. It used to be the more central area for shopping, and that's obviously changed with the shopping centre and development of Eden. So it's an attempt to give people a reason to come to that area, for people to think about how that area might be used and to get them to understand that that's a town centre space.
So this is the less glamorous part of the events, and we're 9 o'clock. We've been here since 5. We have the main stage set up, almost, ready to go for the first performance at 11:30. The acoustic stage is almost set up and ready. Waiting on all the stall holders. We have one very keen food trader who's already up and running as well. So very excited, very tired, and hopefully people will be here soon.
If I could have planned the weather, that's what I would have done. It was brilliant. We had rain the day before, we had rain the day after. The weather helped us massively. It was sunny, people enjoyed coming out, they'd have been stuck indoors for the previous week, so that was great. Actually, what happened was it was crowded enough to be really busy, but not too crowded that people got put off. So people were able to sit down and have a cup of tea, people were able to have a drink in the pubs. I think it's important for us to make something that's very, very eclectic and very kind of family friendly. It's sometimes very easy for us to focus on someone's particular idea or someone's particular kind of preference or favourite type of event. We need to be quite objective about these things, and we need to appeal to different age groups, to families, to children, to different ethnicities, actually, to people of different backgrounds. So for us it was about something that was very cultural and something that was music, but with an addition, with workshops for children, with something to entertain the children, so when you bring them down they've got something to do. And in terms of music, something that was interesting enough and fun enough for a range of age groups to enjoy, but not so kind of niche that they would put certain people off. I think it's important for us that we give the opportunities for local talent and local people, and the reason for having 2 stages and an acoustic stage was to work with unsigned talent, with local people.
I'm not gonna lie, I just wanna lay my head down. I'll quietly break down and hold my breath until there's nothing left to do but breathe again.
Come on down the riverside with me, something's going on, you really gotta see. Folks are singing in perfect harmony, so come on down the riverside with me.
thought the music acts were really good. The acoustic stage particularly was, you know, that, because I didn't organise that bit, so that was kind of a bit of a revelation for me. But yeah, I thought that all of them were brilliant, and the timing, the staging, all of that, just sweet as everything. We finished on time. It was great. Worked really well.
I think there was a really good reaction. I mean, there was obviously, before these things start, you think, well, is anybody going to come? And if they do come, they get bored and go home. And we had a really good turnout. Weather helped a lot, of course, but a really good turnout. Everyone loved pretty much everything that went on. I saw no trouble whatsoever.
I was watching the bands at the start, and they were great. The tribute bands were absolutely amazing. The mix that had been put together by BID and the team for the day had to be commended highly.
I think we did really well, and the stalls that we had there were bright and colourful. Everyone really enjoyed what was going on. The workshops were great.
I got the opportunity to play the drum. I think I did marks out of 10, probably about 5 out of 10, but it was a great thing to do because people were coming in, sitting down, picking up the drums and just going for it. Excellent.
Highlights for me were the pop-up vintage tea shop. I think for us in Frogmore, there's always been an aspiration about people sitting and drinking coffee out in a nice public square. I think we proved that's possible if the offer is right, and I know for Kitch Me Quick that did that particular attraction, it just worked. I think it's important for us to give people a reason to come to the town and to spend more time than they otherwise would, and maybe to come to different places in the town centre than they would normally visit. I think fundamentally it added an event to the calendar of the town. A lot of other towns do this on a regular basis, and I think Wickham has kind of stepped up and has something new that it can do on an annual basis. It's always difficult to engage businesses in events. I think some of it is just about getting people to visit the town and to want to come back. I think for us we need to work quite hard on kind of sponsorship opportunities. We've had conversations about if you're doing food and food concessions, are they local businesses in town or local people that are doing the food, and we try very hard not to bring other people in.
If we're going to put the heart back into the town, which is what's needed, we actually do need to see more events such as Frogfests, harvest festivals, events such as that. That's what we need to see, but we also need to see it bringing together a lot more of the businesses and the traders, because that was not just about the traders of the town, it was about local entrepreneurs as well who are coming along and doing their things. And any organisation that comes together and delivers on those points is doing the right things at the right time for this town.
We got the town dancing. That was the plan. We gave Wickham something that changed perceptions of the town a little bit, I think. An event that was good for the community. It was just a fantastic day. The atmosphere was great, and watching everyone dancing was just amazing. Really good fun.
We're already planning Frogfest 2014. We've got a waiting list of bands that want to perform. I think for us it would be nice to have more performers who want to perform than maybe slots, and we kind of build up that reputation of actually it's something that you really want to do and can become prestigious. So there's obviously a kind of call to local bands and other people. If you want to perform and be part of Frogfest 2014, then we'd love to hear from you at an early stage. We'd like to grow the festival stalls and have more of an offer. So if you are a local business or someone that does a lot of festivals and you're within the local area, we'd love to hear from you, and we can really kind of get that sorted. There's plenty of opportunities for people to get involved next year.